Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Yeah, I figured I'd start this episode up in the trees, because I did do a little bit of off-camera waiting. Obviously, at the end of last episode, we went and stuck ourselves some turtle eggs right down there. You can see them through the leaves. And yes, I'm waiting for them to hatch. I've been waiting in-game just to kind of advance the time towards them doing that. But also, can I just say, very nice shot to start the episode on. That might be the thumbnail. But yes, so I have been doing some stuff off camera. I've not been slacking around. Main thing being waiting for these to hatch. Now we're going to get into things today because you can maybe see by our inventory last time we did the prep for it. Today, we're going back to the nether. Yes, well, we need to get more netherite stuff, namely my axe. I think my axe, my shovel, it's about overdue for them to get their little upgrade. So we're going to go and do that today. And then I think this may, depending on how this goes, it could be the last ever netherite mining episode, which is kind of heinous to say, I'll admit. But, hey, I'll roll with it. Even if it does feel very weird to say, but like, think, if we've got full netherite kit, we don't really need to go mining for netherite again. Oh, hello. I see. See, look, he's enjoying the atmosphere of the club so much, he simply cannot stand still and is bouncing up and down. It reminds me of the pop world I went to in Huddersfield. Anyway, song for today. This is one I'm surprised it isn't on here already, due to its sheer popularity, but it is going to be Overdosed by Notori. That is our song of the episode we're hearing in the background before. We went like, what, 3 whole episodes where I had adverts, and yeah, we're getting firmly rid of it with that one. Huge J-pop song, as I'm sure you know, over on TikTok and YouTube. Insane streaming numbers, and my friend put me on him the other day, because I'd heard of him through other artists. But yeah, it's a banger. It'll be on in the background in just a minute for you. It's a nice one. But yeah, before we head off into the nether today, I do have one tiny little innocuous task I gotta do before we leave. Just like, minuscule. Takes about 4 seconds to do if I have any, and I do mean any quantifiable amount of spruce wood. Never mind. Yeah, so look, I've been noticing this for a while. In fact, you may have seen it from our episode opening position. But one of the doors in our White House just went for a warp, and we've never replaced it. I don't know how. You'd think this would be one of those things that just perpetually irks me. And I've said repeatedly, oh, at the end of the episode, or after I finish, I'm going to get the new door. He was lying. Like, so, thankfully there is a big old birch tree over there. Birch? No, that is in fact not birch. Might need to have my eyes tested, I think it is. No, spruce. Yeah, so just going to make a spruce door, and then we have 2 spares as well, but it's like, oh, God, I've been putting it off for ages, and I think, listen, I want to have at least a little bit in the overworld doing some stuff before we get into mining, because look at the nether, I love you, you're great, you get me my netherite and stuff, but simultaneously, oh my god, you're so drab and dry and dull, and it's like, get me out of this misery, please. I would love to have my destination be anywhere but here. So there's a little crafting bench around here, right? I mean, at this point, honestly, in this series, with how long it's been going, I'd be more surprised if there wasn't a crafting table like all but 2 centimeters away from my active location. It tends to be part of the vibe, really, part of the freak, if you will. But yes, hopefully you're all having a good time. I know I am, and I actually did, whilst I was AFKing those turtle eggs to hatch, do some off-camera reading, a bit of prep for this episode, because, in case you don't know, last episode was weird. We had to pivot into going to get some turtle eggs because we'd had one hatch, and then like the turtle disappeared. And I was trying to make sense of what could have caused it, and it turns out the theory I had last episode was actually correct. Baby turtles are hunted by other mobs. Regular turtles are by like withers and odd mobs and stuff like that, but baby turtles are in fact hunted by like zombies and drowns and the desert version of them and stuff like that, which means my theory that it hatched and then got killed by the drowns that we saw basically standing on top of where those eggs were. Yes, I think that stands. We've got a lot more this time, so maybe they'll be able to get away, but that is basically what I think happened last time. So for those of you wondering, you know, why we had to go through last episode, it's because the game said so. So yeah, let's head into the nether. It's honestly not been too long in between netherite mining episodes, I'll admit. It's one of those things, right, where, okay, where this is not my, no, okay, maybe it has been a while since I can't remember the directions of my own, like, little opening in the nether. You can get lost, as we say in England. What the flip? No, it's fine, I just didn't expect that to be the entourage. I'll be killing you now. Thank you. Why the flip? Huh. You know, I might be stupid. Genuinely. I might be. Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault I was born stupid. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But shh. Shh. Like, what was I trying to cook here? Genuine question. I must ask. Did I block up my, like, mining tunnel for netherite, or am I just really thick? So this is one of those instances where I will shamelessly use a jump cut to skip 4 minutes of footage of me looking for this damn thing. Yeah, apparently, all the netherrack makes it really difficult to spot out this random staircase I dug God knows how many episodes ago, and it's maybe not my brightest moment, that I'll admit. Maybe not the greatest moment in the Neremik Minecraft Hardcore catalogue, but hey, we found it in the end, and that's what matters. Now let's get down to business, and yes, it is to defeat the Huns! And my save file, apparently, that was a close one. Okay, let's run this off. Let's just do a few laps. Okay, I only really have laid waste to this place, haven't I? And I say that with like a large looming sense of pride, actually, at just how much this place looks like a complete and utter wreck. I mean, great. I'm sure I'm getting loads of netherite for it, but damn, Okay, let's get straight down to business, start mining, and we can yap and monologue more in a bit, I'm sure. But damn, I forget how much like destruction we've laid waste to in this little area until I come back here, and it's like, oh wow. Like, it's literally like hollow. Like, I could make a super cool base. Like, if say there was something that you could conveniently blow up, like beds here, but in the overworld, I feel as though I could make a pretty solid base out of that. Just in my personal, humble, honest opinion. Maybe not humble. I think I'd brag quite heavily, actually, if I made something that cool. But, you know, point stands. Ish. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a different tactic today. I'm kind of digging off to the side of these major rooms, and then blasting beds here. That one's so optimal, but I couldn't be bothered dealing with gravel. Just so we can really maximize the space, because the last thing I want to do is go and get 2 wasps. That's something I'm well aware can and probably still will happen in the course of this recording, and that's really not something I want to deal with. I don't want to end up caught in a maze where I'm like kind of panicking trying to find my way out, because that doesn't sound like a fun episode. It sounds like a panicky episode, the likes of which I'd rather not be starring in. Seriously, I'm not getting much netherrack like I usually do, but... So, okay, there's some down here. Oh, okay, I expected this to be a singular piece, and that be the comedic payoff to that. No, 38 pieces, say no more, actually. And there's regular sand down here, too. Oh! Gang, I think Uncle's gonna be able to actually make himself a window whenever he wants, if this keeps up. Like, sand in the nether, is that... Oh. Either I completely misunderstand how this place generates, or that's really clever. It's probably the first. Anyway, no, again, this is the thing, right? I bring so many beds because I know that most of them will give me at least nothing. That's the joy of it, isn't it? But, hey, we manage. Now, yeah, what's I going to yap about? Because I have some interesting stuff, some interesting games and stuff on the horizon. And I want to yap about them to you guys, because they are actually kind of relevant to the series for us, to be fair. So some of you may have seen on the channel, I dropped a video with Wyatt, a long-time friend of the channel. For the first time in a few years, actually. We used to record a lot of stuff together. I'm talking, multiple Skyblock series, or just random other odd one appearances. Occasionally I'd stay in VC, he would then go and crash the recording, stuff like that. So yeah, I uploaded a video with him in like majorly for the first time in God knows how many years, and yeah, it was us playing the new Hypixel minigame, the Disasters one. And yeah, I think people seem to like that video. It's on 7 likes currently. I said 10 and I would drag him to play Roblox games, and we're not there yet, but be the change we want to see in the world, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. For once, I'm not actually directly asking you to like this video, just a different one, so I can make him reinstall Roblox after God knows how many years. But yeah, we have actually been talking about the idea of doing small videos like that, because people seem to enjoy it. I think, as much as because I generally run on a policy, I guess I can tell you guys this. I'm saying it like it's some like hidden thing. I'm very open with this. I quite like having this channel be primarily me. You'll see my friends featuring it and whatnot, but I don't know, I just like having this channel be me as like the sole person behind the content and stuff. But occasionally I do like having somebody else on there, because it just, you know what I mean? It's like in a Marvel movie where you can point to someone and go, oh my god, I recognize them. Except, you know, these people are more cool. And also famous Hollywood actors, you just don't know it yet. Okay, oh wow, that actually would be really aesthetic and cool. Wow! You know what, that was really aesthetic and cool. I found some netherite. Go me. Oh, I didn't just find some netherite. I found 2 netherite. Any more? I gotta do this. It's like the state-mandated episode I need to have. Just to make sure there's definitely none more there. But hey, I'll take 2. That's a pretty good bit for the first amount. It doesn't like to be like generous to say otherwise. I think this is a sign I need to maybe backtrack. I mean, the signs were really subtle, but sometimes you gotta know when to abort mission. But yes, I uploaded that video playing the Hypixel game mode with Wyatt, and you guys seem to enjoy it, so we've been talking about some other content, and he found a game that I think we would destroy on this channel. In fact, I think we would destroy it as a live stream game. I do occasionally mess around with the idea of possibly doing, say, Jackbox live streams and stuff with my chat whenever I am live, but this, oh, I think would be amazing recording for live and whatever. And it's one of those games where it's like, I know somebody called them friend farming games, but like, you get a lot of friends together to play it and it's super fun, and it's called Guilty as Sock, where you play as sock puppets in a court and try to convict each other on stuff, and you get to decide the charges. Some more netherite here. So, for example, say we were playing as a Twitch chat or whatever, you all load into my lobby, one of you be the prosecutor, one of you be the defendant, I'd be the judge and all that. There's a lot of stuff. Oh! And they say his strategy doesn't work. 5, I mean, hey, 5 is 5. These are the facts they don't want you to know. I'm just saying. But yes, you basically get to make your own sort of cases. So it's like Ace Attorney, and there's very loose items that you can present as evidence, and the judge decides, the jury decides at the end, depending on how many people you've got. And it's very fun. So for example, if you guys with the, oh hi, just right next to my head, as you do. It's not nerve-wracking at all doing this, is it? But yes, you guys will put me on trial for not uploading Danganronpa for 2 weeks, because my house has just been too busy because of school holidays and stuff. But that's what I'd have to defend, or I'd have to prove something like that, and they give us like loose evidence and stuff, and you can string it along, make narratives and stuff. You can get very silly with it, they even like make custom evidence, which is like, I'm sorry. Who the fuck? I'm sorry, did I just duplicate an X? How you doing? Holy. The answer should always be, poor fuck, I do not like this fuck-ass pig. Go away. Go away. He's gone now. I'm not taking that. I swear I just had somebody on my stairs, and then there was nobody there, so I might be... I think I'm losing it, chat. I think I'm losing it. That's probably it. Or maybe somebody came in, realised I was recording, and Char real smooth back out of here, but that works either way. Hey! Well, that's just rude. I like how when the game sets me on literal fire and it's like a world-ending thing, it's just like, that's rude. I can't believe the audacity of this game to have natural obstacles. How dare they? How dare they? Can I actually get in here though? Or is this is literally all lava except like this corner here? I don't think I saw anything in here, but it is worth a look, even if this is basically like non-void to continue on with. It's fine, we'll just keep going this way. I have no idea where in this maze I am currently, but that's part of the fun. But yeah, so yeah, I thought a court game would be a good video, so you might be seeing that in your recommended subscription box at some point. It looks fun. It gives like replayability vibes, especially like it's got online matchmaking and stuff. It's like, you know, you occasionally see a game like that, and I'm like, nah, I'll skip. But that specific one, I was like, oh, go on then. The Ace Attorney fan in me woke up and hit the manual override button and was like, no. Hear this specific one out. We got what else is going on. I told you we've got the turtles, told you about the game. I'm trying to think. It's been, I was going to say I had some stuff to talk about with Minecraft. Oh yeah, does anybody have any idea how the updates are? Like, should I be updating my version, even if like the, so we're on 1.21.4 right now. Should I be updating some of those minor versions? Because I really do not keep up with Minecraft update history much. So let us know if I should be actively updating that in the background, and I will. I really have not been following Minecraft updates recently. I hear like the big bulletin points, but like, I don't know, how are they doing updates now? I meant to ask. I feel the people who watch this are the professionals, and it's like, what do I do? What do I do, professionals? Save me, professionals. Uncle don't know how to run his show anymore. I'm speaking of shows, still doing radio stuff for those of you wondering. Yes, I do still in fact run my show Wednesdays and Fridays. You should come and join us, it's a very fun time. And that said, I don't think I'm going to have a very fun time trying to dig into there. Oh, it was going so well, and now it's going so poorly. I'm going to go down one, see if that takes us out the way of any, perhaps. Ooh! Look, not to say the game likes to play favourites. I mean, it's only just give me one, so you know, snake where it's due and all that jazz, but hey, I'm just saying we go down one, we find netherite immediately. Coincidence? Absolutely. Something I'm going to say isn't a coincidence anyway. You know it. You know it. Okay, well, we got anything in here. Again, I do like that despite being like a very similar color to netherite, it really does stand out, netherite. It's nice, it's helpful in that way. But yeah, I was thinking, like, do I make a different axe to turn into netherite? It's like, it's obviously good to have just netherite on hand to make a netherite axe, but it's like, is this the axe I want to make netherite, or do I want maybe something better, or a sword? Even though I'm technically knowing what I'm going to use this on, which will be tools, like, this shovel I think is just effectively quite good. Like, if I make this netherite, I think I'm laughing to the bank. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, I'm not sure whether I want to, like, make a netherite sword or an axe or whatever. So it's, yes, call me, the thinker, the way I'm, thinking about it. Anyway, oh! Okay. Okay, what are we on? Other than the wall of lava, I don't see anything particularly here. So if you start going back this way, we'll be joined with the main tunnel, to be fair, which is like, you know what I mean? It really does start to open the... I didn't expect it to be that soon, though, I'll admit. You know what? It opens up the space. It really gives it a nice, open plan sort of feel. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I guess, like, again, we gotta... The plan ain't open. I think that's the entrance. I think that's the entrance. I could be very wrong. This could turn into a fun bit of trying to figure out where on earth I've come from, because I've doubled back on myself so much during this in single recording. I do not have faith that I will be able to even backtrack my steps like I normally would if I get stuck here. That said, I do not think that is any netherite here. So, let's try and get out. I think this is the way out, and the thing that makes me say that is... I'm trying to think. Nah, this feels like something I would have walked on regularly, if purely because A, I'm seeing no netherite, which I think that makes sense, because if I've walked this place frequently, of course, it's going to be trips of resources, and B, this just looks like the corner of lava I get whenever I come in, but it might not be? Oh no, this is the exact end of the tunnel. Okay, this one, this is like the bit where, like, if this was a Minecraft horror series, it really would start to creep me out, and it's like, ooh, oh no. Well, it's like, no, what if it turns out there's an extra tunnel here, but I didn't notice because it all looks so samey, like, ooh. Oh god, if I was a horror writer, the things I could do with this video game. I mean, things I still can do with this video game, don't underestimate a man's skills. Your boy could be the most aspiring up-and-coming analog horror content creator on Earth, and he just doesn't know it yet. Maybe. maybe not. Maybe put that one on the memory shelf and just don't mention it, but you never know. You never know. If you want to do something, why not do it? I saw somebody doing a, oh, what was it? Like Doctor Who analog horror, I think, or something like that, with a... That was cool. This was recommended before I watched a bit of it, but it wasn't, like, there wasn't a lot of meat to it. It hadn't been in development long, I don't think, but... Case in point, it sounded cool. It sounded cool. My eyebrows, they were raised in interest of the thing. So, okay, seriously, this is getting kind of asinine now. What? Oh, no. No, it really is starting to play out like the bit where it's like, oh no, he doesn't know what he's doing, and it's like, yeah, okay, wait, no, so we went in, so wait, no, this would be the way in, and then from the left, did we break in? No. What? No, that's trippy. That's... And I don't like the in-game sound effect to just play there either, to be fair, but, like, it feels like... I would love to just randomly catch some netherite here to make this entire segment worth it. I called this. Okay, I liked when I still had my beds, and it was like, yeah, I'm down here with purpose. Now I'm not down here with purpose, I'm just down here with a growing sense of unease. Ladies and gentlemen, I do bring you the I Am Lost part of the episode. Which, again, we called it, so I can give myself a pat on the back for that. However, that doesn't make it any less stressful. I think if I just go to areas that look more and more decimated, I think that's my ticket. Right, seriously, no, can you... Bro, I turned you into bacon. I'm gonna turn you into a memory by burning you in ash. Okay, that feels like that's not the way out. Okay, come on. Wait, hey, was that stairs? Stairs. What the fuck? Is this... I don't know how. I do not how I made it out of there. I say made it out of there as I was in genuine danger. Maybe for my own movement, perhaps. But damn, do I need to start a new netherite mine? Because, like, we got 6 out of that, yeah, but... I don't know, I feel as though maybe we could make a more easier to access one somewhere else. Literally anywhere else, actually, I think would be significantly preferred. Because that That's but again that you know what I mean. Changing music and me playing into the fact I'm like, oh guys, so spooky. That you gotta admit. You gotta admit. Maybe you don't have to admit, but like you could admit. You could admit. You could be honest and admit. You know what I mean? Anyway, nether portal. And we're back home. We're gonna get this smelting. We're gonna get it done. Life is gonna be delicious. It's gonna be bountiful. And I was gonna say we could scribble netherite off our board, but we seemingly already done that. But hey, I'll take that. We'll go trick everything here. So just kind of happily, slowly despawn. And into the furnace you go. Of course, you did one with 9. And ooh, look at all these ingots. So much experience. And yeah, paired with any other netherite scraps we've got in here, which I don't think we do. It means we can make, yeah, we can just make the one, because I don't think we have any other in here, unless... No, okay, so that does actually mean that's just 6 netherite, that's all of our supply, but hey, I'm not going to say no to that. That's, again, one more thing we can turn netherite, probably, like, half of me wants to do the shovel, half of me wants to do a weapon, because I feel as though I get more use out of the weapon, but the shovel's like the easier choice because it's more readily available, so, I don't know, maybe we have a repeat of that bow episode where I just try and get a really, really, really good, weapon. I don't know, this is treating me well, don't get me wrong, your sharpness 3, fortune 3 mending diamond axe, it's iconic, but maybe the dawn has come for a newer, more iconic weapon? I don't know, and these guys still haven't hatched, so I guess I'm going to go back to the AFKing mines for now, but hopefully you all enjoyed this nice little lo-fi mining episode until it went, you know, budget horror movie, but hey, what genre hasn't this series covered at this point? So yeah, if you have enjoyed, then do feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it just helps out a bunch. It lets me know that you're doing some more of this and all that good stuff. And that's going to be us for now. So until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.